Hey there folks, Aldershot here, and today we're going to do a quick look into 20XX. It's developed by Battery Staple Games, and it's on sale on Steam's Early Access at the regular price around $11 USD, I do believe. But anyways, this game was actually originally named Echoes of Eridu, back when it was still in Kickstarter. It seems like they definitely changed a good few things about the game. Because while the game was still in very early alpha, this channel had the opportunity to actually take a look at Echoes of Eridu. I'll have a link in the description, so you guys can check out the very early build of this game when we checked it out on our channel. But anyways, this game is in early access. It is a Megaman Roguelike, if you will. I say Mega Man because it plays a lot like Mega Man, but let's just jump into a game so we show you what it's all about. But anyways, this is the hub area, as you would expect from these sort of roguelikes or roguelite kind of games. Right here you can buy different upgrades before you jump into any match, if you have the right currency for it, which we don't. They sell with silver bolts, I believe. Up here in the hub area we have our challenges. We have daily hardcore and daily average challenges as well. And down here is where we showcase our little collection of upgrades that we've collected so far. As you can see, I haven't actually upgraded or collected too many upgrades quite yet. I've only had about an hour and a half of game time so far. Now, something interesting about this Megaman Roguelike or Roguelite is that there's actually two characters to play as. You can play as either Ace, who uses a wide, sweeping, but short-range kind of melee sword, or we can use Nina, who plays a lot more like the traditional Mega Man, who has a buster attack, if you will. You can't charge up the attacks. Hers is a little bit more straightforward. It's not as wide, but has more distance to it. But from my experience, there is a little bit of a balance issue in that Ace is definitely by far the easier player or easier character to play as. But anyways, let's just jump into a match real quick so we can show you around the actual game. Now, as you would expect from a roguelikes or roguelite games, the level is randomly generated, the items are randomly generated, the enemy placements are randomly generated, and all that kind of good stuff, right? And you kind of go around and kill a bunch of baddies in this randomly generated world with randomly generated loots. And as you can see already, it plays and even looks a lot like the old Mega Man X games, hey? Now, the developers are definitely not shy about comparing their game to Mega Man, and they fully acknowledge that Mega Man has definitely been a huge inspiration for this game. So this is definitely more of a tribute than what I would say a ripoff, right? But despite all that, it plays really well as controls well, although I do highly recommend using the gamepad rather than the keyboard and mouse. I tried playing with the keyboard and mouse and it's a bit of a nightmare, I have to be honest. Even in the beginning of the game highly suggests that you play with a gamepad, right? But it is a Mega Man-like, so these things are kind of expected. Anyways, let's just go down here. So it plays nice, it's fun. The idea of throwing in randomly generated worlds with the Mega Man formula is definitely a good one, and it's definitely paid off in my opinion. I've been enjoying 2000XX so far. But the only problem with randomly generated levels is that, well, Mega Man is really well known for amazing level designs, very memorable and challenging level designs. But when you throw in RNG or procedural generation into the mix for level design, it kind of loses that a little bit, in that sometimes the level doesn't generate all that well. I find enemy placements that are placed in very unfair ways where there's literally no ways for me to avoid taking damage, right? So that has come up a few times. But for the most part, it does work out fairly well, and the random generation does add a degree of variety and replayability as well. Now, we did just finish a boss, pretty easy boss, it's just the first level, and this is our upgrade screen where we can choose an upgrade that we can collect as this being a roguelike or roguelite. Let's say we can get the Force Nova, or Nova, I mean, or the A-Matic, or some more nut stacks. Nut stacks can be used in-game to buy health and power and all that kind of stuff. What does the Amatic do? Power deals more damage. Oh, that's pretty good. Force Nova releases shockwave, crushing foes and blocking shots. Let's just get this for the sake of this video so I can show you the special abilities. Let's see here. There we go. That's our special ability currently. And it does use power energy. We can collect up to 4 at a time, as well as these passive upgrades as well, right? Like that just gave us max energy plus 4. Now when you finish the boss, you can also choose which level to play against next as well. You don't actually get to choose the level as the levels are randomly generated, but you can choose the boss that you'll be fighting. Let's say, let's fight the penguin guy over here. So yeah, overall, it's definitely a very, very enjoyable game, especially if you enjoy Mega Man games, or even roguelikes or roguelites. I think it has a lot to offer in terms of both those genres. And if you like Mega Man and roguelikes or roguelites, then there's really no reason for you not to check out 20XX. It's a pretty well put together game, I have to say. Like I said, sometimes the level generation isn't the best. You're not going to get exceptional level design like you did in a lot of Mega Man games, but, you know, to contrast that, it does give you more replayability. It does, you know, offer different playstyles each time you play through the game, which will definitely kind of, you know, off balance. I think that's the word I'm looking for. The negatives of having RNG generated levels. But there you go. 20XX, a Mega Man like or light, as well as a roguelike or light. Pretty interesting little game. I've definitely been enjoying it, and I'll probably be playing a little bit more of it after this video. Doing horrible right here. But anyways, oh, by the way, a couple of things. You do have a super jump as well, and a dash. Just a couple little mechanics I probably should have brought up. But anyways, I'm going to end the video here, seeing how we just died horribly. I do appreciate you guys watching, of course. Hopefully you folks found this informative. Hopefully you found this enjoyable. And if you did, you know, show me some love, like, share, fave, and comment. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I'll bring you lots more videos just like this. Thanks for watching, guys. Aldershot out.